Yo, what's good? It's your boy J-Rod, and today we got ourselves a video. This could be a double upload, I'm not sure, because I recorded a video literally just like 5 minutes ago. So this could be a double upload. Y'all could see this the day after. But once again, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers we got, and I want to thank all the people that are coming in and showing love and support on the videos. It means a lot. And as your boy goes up, you know, the quality's going to get better. I'm already looking at getting a better camera, mic, everything's going to be better. I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all are going to see some different type of J-Rod, you know, maybe I'll give a little hints, maybe some Omegle content, maybe some Geo guess. I'm going to be experimenting, man. I'm going to be trying stuff because I don't want to just be an NBA content creator. I want to experiment and I want to try new things. And I'm pretty sure you guys will fuck with it, you know? So, yeah, anyways, but today we got ourselves a video of ranking the 7 worst decisions of the 2022 NBA offseason. So, this NBA offseason, it wasn't the most exciting. There wasn't, you know, the craziest players that got moved around. But there was definitely some impactful moves and some impactful signings that changed the way that I viewed certain teams. So these are the 7 worst. So at number 7, we got the Warriors letting Gary Payton II walk and Otto Porter walk as well. I don't think it's too big of a deal for the Golden State Warriors, to be honest. I mean, both of them definitely had a part to do with their championship run. Gary Payton playing very good defense, you know, solid 3-and-D player. And Otto Porter, you know, another 3-and-D guy who is good as a wing rotational piece, and he was also amazing in the NBA Finals against the Boston Celtics. But I don't think it's too big of a deal. They got Dante DiVincenzo off of free agency on a very cheap contract. They would have had to pay Gary Payton a lot more money. And I think Dante DiVincenzo, he is coming off of an injury, but I still do think he's a quality role player. Is he as good as a defensive player as Gary Payton? No, but he does play some good defense, and he can do some stuff on offense. So, and then also Otto Porter, you know, you do lose a valuable wing, but you also got Kuminga, and I think Kuminga is a guy who should have seen a lot more minutes than he did. Now, granted, it was his rookie season on a championship team, so I don't take too much away of that from, you know, Steve Kerr and the Warriors organization. I don't blame them that much because they just had so many good players. But I think this is going to be the season where Jonathan Kuminga steps up and does some. I don't know why I have my earbuds in. It's just no need. But yeah, like I said, I don't really think this is a loss. I think there probably are worse ones that aren't on this list. I can't think of any off the top of my mind. But yeah, and then 6, we got the Magic seemingly bid against themselves for Gary Harris. So they gave Gary Harris a 2-year, $26 million contract. Yeah, I mean, it didn't really make too much sense for me. Maybe they're trying to trade Gary Harris. Like, I could see them making this deal and then halfway through the season trading him to a contender that needs a 3-and-D player. And maybe they get some draft capital out of it. Other than that, I don't really see the point of it. I mean, it's not like they really need their salary anyways. It's not like they're going to get a big-time free agent in the next 2 years. So I also don't really think this is too big of a deal. They do have a pretty heavy guard rotation, I will say that, and Gary Harris is definitely a guy who might take some minutes away from Jalen Suggs, Markelle Fultz, Cole Anthony, RJ Hampton, Terrence Ross. Like, there's so many, like, pretty decent guards on that Orlando Magic team, and it would suck to see Gary Harris get those minutes over those young players. Well, other than Terrence Ross. But, yeah, like I said, I don't think it's the biggest deal. And then number 5, and the Pistons do the same with Marvin Bagley. I wasn't mad at this. I don't see the Pistons getting a big-time free agent in the next year or two anyways. So I don't think getting Marvin Bagley was a bad decision. He's still young. He still has potential. And when he did play, he was actually pretty good. They experimented and they did some, you know, small ball 5 with him running the 5, and he actually was doing a pretty good job. I don't know how much of that we'll be seeing this season because they got, you know, guys like Isaiah Stewart and what's his name? Jalen Duren. So I don't know how much we'll see of that, but I still think, you know, he's going to be a solid guy coming off that bench and probably is their 6th man. Lakers hanging on to Russell Westbrook for now. I don't know. I mean, I don't think there was any good trade packages anyways, and the Lakers just don't have they can't keep giving up first round picks, especially when it's for something that just doesn't need to happen. I think the Lakers can still make it work. I think there's definitely some things that have to be done. I think Russell Westbrook needs to come off the bench. He can play towards the end of the fourth quarter with LeBron and AD, but I think it would be more beneficial for the team if he came off as a sixth man with the bench unit and just went crazy. I said that last year. They didn't do that at all. I hope that's what Darvin Ham, whatever his name is. My bad. I hope they experiment with that. But I don't think it's too big of a deal that they didn't end up trading him, because the trade value is not too great for him anyways. 76ers signed PJ Tucker through his 40th birthday, and it was a pretty good contract. It was, what was it, 3 years, $33 million. Wait, hold on. 3 years, $33 million, yearly salary range of low. Yeah, I mean, they do have a lot of contracts taken up already. They got a lot of guys that they're paying. I mean, this is like a move where, you can see yourself winning the championship this season. You gave him that 3-year, $33 million deal so you could get him over the Miami Heat and so you can win an NBA championship for this coming season. I don't think it's terrible. It is a good amount of money for a guy who's 40 plus and averages 3 points a game. But, he's played with James Harden before. He is a good defensive player. And, I mean, to be honest, the 76ers did have a lot of situations where they struggled finding guys who can play that perimeter defense. And even though Matisse Thybulle is one of the best perimeter defenders in the league, he can't hit a three-point shot to save his life, and at least PJ Tucker can hit him in the corner. So that is something there. I don't think it's the end of the world there, and I'm sure James Harden's happy with it. So far, I'm not really against any of these. Like, not one of these I think has been bad. Nuggets race to sign DeAndre Jordan. This one is one that I could say that's probably, I mean, it's not like the end of the world, because it's not like DeAndre Jordan's going to get many minutes anyways, but I felt like there's better options for center. I felt like Dwight Howard probably would have been a better option. I just don't think DeAndre Jordan is a very good backup center, in today's NBA. But, yeah, I guess this is the only real L so far, because I feel like they should have got Dwight Howard instead. Thomas Bryant was still available at the time. He could have got him on a decent deal. So this is the first official L. And then we got the Wizards Supermax to Bradley Beal. I don't know the goal of the Washington Wizards. That's my only problem. I don't know their goal. I mean, if their goal is to win an NBA championship, I don't think this is the right direction, because now you're just going to have 5 years where you're not going to get a really good draft pick, but you're also not going to be better than like a 6 seed, and that's being generous. The East is just starting to get really good, very top-heavy, and a duo of Bradley Beal and Kristaps Porzingis, it's not it. And Bradley Beal is a good player, don't get me wrong, but a Supermax, I just don't see much success coming for the Wizards in the future. But if they want to be a team that gets tickets, box office, you make some noise, but maybe you don't make it far in the playoffs, then it's cool. But I feel like the Wizards would have been better off maybe doing a 2 or 3 year contract and trying to trade him, or traded him this last season before his free agency. But also at the same time, who would have known if Bradley Beal would have taken that 2 or 3 year deal? He might have only taken the Supermax. So when it comes to Bradley Beal, I respect the loyalty. It's nothing against Bradley Beal. It's more of my vision about the Washington Wizards and their decision. But yeah, I don't think there was anything bad. It's because teams didn't really make any risky decisions. So I don't think there's anything that could be bad. And what's funny is if this was last season, the Chicago Bulls probably would have been top 3 with getting DeMar DeRozan. Because I remember every article I saw was like, oh, DeMar DeRozan's old. They're not going to be a good team. And, I mean, DeMar DeRozan was almost an MVP caliber player, even though the Bulls weren't too great this past season. But, yeah, that was the video. Just a quick little reaction there to this article. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed. And turn on those post notifications so you do not miss any future videos. Love y'all, man, and peace.